The day had finished the way good days do, slowly and without fuss. Plates were stacked. Lamps were turned to the gentlest setting. Out on the lane, the light had gone the soft blue of an old envelope, and the windows of the small houses had begun, one by one, to glow. A small listener, somewhere far from the lane, could imagine the door opening and a coat being slipped on. The coat was warm. The boots were already at the doormat, waiting to be useful. There were no plans, no errands, no places to be, just a quiet walk to remember the day by, and then home. The pavement met the boots with a friendly little tap. Tap and tap and tap. Each step was small. None of the steps were in a hurry. The lane had been here for 100 years and would be here for 100 more, and it had never asked anyone to walk it quickly. Above the rooftops, the first stars were beginning to settle into their places. They did not appear all at once. Stars rarely do. They came on the way the sky always brings them. One, then two, then a quiet handful, until the dark above had a soft scatter of small lights to keep it company. A neighbor's window was warm with kitchen light. Inside, a kettle gave its slow, kind whistle and was lifted from the stove. A spoon clinked once against a cup, and then the room went quiet again. The walker on the pavement smiled at the small sound, the way a person smiles at a familiar tune they had not realized they knew. Further along, a tabby cat was sitting on a low wall, the way cats do at this hour, with her paws folded under her chest as if she were holding the evening on her lap. She watched the walker pass without moving. The walker offered a small nod. The cat blinked her slow, considered blink, which is the cat way of saying good evening and meaning it. The lane bent around an old hedge that smelled, even in the cool air, of summer leaves and quiet rain. A few last seed heads on the grasses moved gently as the walker passed. The hedge had nothing to say. The hedge never does. The hedge only listens, and tonight that was enough. There was a bench at the bend in the lane, the kind of bench that has been sat on by many people over many years. The walker sat for a moment. The bench was cool but not cold. From here, you could see the whole gentle row of windows, each one lit, each one a small kept fire in the dusk. The walker breathed in. The walker breathed out. Nothing needed to happen next. A small listener, far from the lane, could feel the bench too. They could feel the way a quiet bench can hold a person without speaking. They could see the row of warm windows the way you see things when you close your eyes and let yourself remember a place you love. Somewhere up the lane, a door opened. A child's voice called a soft good night to someone inside, and the door closed again. The sound did not break the quiet. It made the quiet feel safer, the way a closed door at bedtime makes a room feel held. The walker stood, eventually. The boots tapped their gentle tap back along the pavement. The cat on the wall was still there. She blinked once more as they passed, just to be polite. The stars were a little brighter now, but they had not changed their pace. They never do. Back at the small house at the end of the lane, the door welcomed the walker home. The coat was hung up. The boots were set neatly on the mat, ready for another quiet walk on another quiet evening. A lamp in the front room had been left on, low and steady, the color of a friendly face. The walker stood in the doorway for one more breath. Behind them, the lane kept its slow company with the dusk. In front of them, the house kept its slow company with the lamp. And inside, somewhere, a kettle had begun to think about whistling again. A small listener, far away, pulled their blanket a little higher. Their breathing slowed. The lane in their mind grew softer at its edges. The cat on the wall had closed her eyes. The stars had taken up the sky. The walk was over. The night had begun, and nothing at all needed to be done. And as the night grows quiet, remember this. You are safe, you are loved. And it's time to rest. Sweet dreams from the Happy Dreamer Company, Crescent Moon.